Here with Bandits head coach Dakota Mason. Bandits take on the Vernon Vipers tonight, but let's talk about the game last night against the Sherwood Park Crusaders. A 7-3 win must have felt really good for the team. A bit of relief afterwards?
Yeah, for sure. I think we generated the same chances we have been generating before. I think we just got a little bit more puck luck going our way, like we talked about in yesterday's interview. So I thought we worked hard. I thought we competed. As the game went on, I thought we became a little bit more passive, and the score kind of dictated that, but we really wanted to make sure that we stopped getting into those bad habits. So that's definitely one thing we're working on moving forward tonight. But yeah, I thought it was a complete effort. That was the big message after the game. It was everybody was pulling the rope. Everybody contributed, whether it was on the score sheet, blocking shots, making hits. So I thought it was a full, complete effort for us, and it's definitely a positive note.
It was a pretty easy first star of the game to pick, Zach Sahara. I mean, what did you think of his performance?
Yeah, that's the Z that we know. That's the Z that we've been accustomed to seeing, especially down that stretch in playoffs last season. He's a competitor. He doesn't give up on any plays. It's really got to be a lucky shot to go on and beat him clean. And he's been getting really unfortunate with certain pucks hitting defenders. There was a high stick goal in West Kelowna. So he's been really unlucky with some of the bounces that he's gotten. It kind of goes throughout our lineup as well. But yeah, he's a great contributor for us, and if we can see that goaltender moving forward, we're going to be in a really good spot most nights.
Special teams were also a big factor in last night's game. Power play looked great, and the PK was perfect. It always seems like when you guys play Sherwood Park special teams, it's always critical in those matchups, and it was last night.
Yeah, whenever you're playing a tightly contested game like that, it's going to come down to those little things like special teams. When are you taking the penalties? Where are you taking the penalties? And I thought our power plays was effective. We've had to change it multiple times over the past 3 weeks just to try to find some good looks. I think yesterday we might have found something with that one unit. So if we can get both units clicking just like that, then I think we'll be in a good spot. And it's good to see the PKs turning around. I know McKegg puts in a ton of work to get that back on track. And yeah, it's been good over the past 3 games.
And Harry Alberg, what a game he had. That great goal which got the Bandits going after, Zahara holds the fort down there when Sherwood Park had that pressure at the beginning. But Alberg scores that great goal, has 2 assists as well. What do you think of Harry Alberg's game, where it's come so far this year?
Yeah, it was just it's playing on the smaller sheet, and him being a power forward, it seemed like guys were getting on him pretty quick. But he's getting a lot more comfortable with the speed of the game, the ice surface, and if he can contribute just like he did yesterday and be that power forward for us, guy that plays with guys on his back, a comfortable tight turning in the corner, holding on to pucks down low, creating offense that way. We know that he's going to be a great contributor for us, and he's a big body, hell of a shot too. So he's rounding into form nicely for us.
And František Albrecht, I loved his goal, the effort, and there was no quit there, and he had like 2 guys draped all over him, but he still finds a way to score. So same question about Albrecht. What do you think of his development so far?
Yeah, he's been good. I know he's getting on himself about the offensive production, but he adds a different element to our lineup that we don't have anywhere else. He's extremely competitive. For his size, he really lays the body extremely well, and he doesn't give up on plays. So we know exactly what we're going to get from him every time he's on the ice, and that's his honest, best effort, and that's what you're looking for as a coach. And if he keeps putting himself in positions where he can get those opportunities, we know that the goals are going to start falling for him for sure.
Kind of feels like the whole team might have woken up this morning feeling a little bit better about themselves?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we try to keep a good attitude around here most of the time, but when you're losing as many games as we did in a row, it gets tough, I'm not going to lie. But our guys battled hard through it. We put in a ton of work, and like I mentioned to the guys this morning, all the work we put in over the past week and last night all goes for nothing if we don't have a good performance tonight.
Okay, last one's just about the Vernon Vipers. Haven't seen this team yet. And, talk about 2 different teams we're getting this weekend. Sherwood Park, lots of offense there. But it seems to me like Vernon, lots of, it's a team that wants to take you down into the trenches, a grindy team. What do you think of the Vipers?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that. Me and the rest of the staff were having that exact conversation where it seems like every weekend we're getting 2 different aspects of what teams are good at. So, Sherwood Park's fast and opportunistic, a lot of creative offensive players. And then Vernon is big and gritty, and they like to play hard in the corners. They like to cycle and get to the net. So, our guys are definitely going to be ready for it. We're going to have to win it a different way. It's going to be in the trenches, like you mentioned, in the corners. Who can win those battles in the corner? Who can outnumber? Who can win their net is going to be extremely important. And then again, when it's going to be a tightly contested game, like every game in this league it's going to come down to special teams.
Great stuff. Looking forward to the game. Best of luck.
Thanks for having me.